Hello, welcome from this great new background with Charles Leclerc. I'm just too bored to put everything on the other spot I usually do. Um, so, what I want to talk about is I'm not sure if I should say talk about, but it's the thing I want to, well, I guess talk about is the correct phrasing, but has to do a lot with self reflection, self love, but not really. So basically, what's been happening is from like a video ago or something, I've just been very much into watching interviews from John Frusciante and the Red Hot Chili Peppers in general, but John Frusciante in specific, because when they rose to fame in 1991 or two with their album Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic, um, John Frusciante just felt like he wasn't for that fame, he wasn't ready, he wasn't this, that, whatever. So in this interview I was watching, the interviewer, I don't remember which one it was. I think it might have been on the Howard Stern show, but yeah, none of the matter. He was basically just asking him, why did you feel like you wanted to leave? Like, what was the whole thing behind that thinking, and etc., etc. And John said that, you know, growing up and stuff, you not everyone, but you think about, oh yeah, I want to be famous, I want to have this, that. And for him, it was mostly not that. It was, I want to be in a band, I want to play music, I want to do this. And he said, even though I achieved my dream, and to an even like bigger extent of that initial dream, he said, I still had to live with myself. So like when I heard that, I realized, oh shit, my whole channel should be deleted because I talked about doing what makes you happy. But it's not about that. And if I'm gonna take the word of someone, is taking the word from someone that I know has achieved like their dream, and he just says, yeah, it doesn't change much at all. It's just you still have to live with yourself, and I think that's always the hardest part of it. But yeah, I think after watching the interview. Um, but yeah, that's just put me in a whole thinking zone about what you have to do in life to achieve this happiness that we all are all seeking. Um, yeah, basically just with my situation currently, where I lost my job because people are just stupid these days, and when they do something wrong, they put all the blame in the easiest target just to save themselves, or just because I can't even get into it. People just suck, as I said in my last video. um, but yeah, with all that, I've just been reflecting on everything and what I'm supposed to be doing, what I like, what I don't like, if it's worth this pain when I am not enjoying what I do. I'm fiddling with something. Um, if it's worth that whole thing, and or if I should just try and chase my dreams, like I've said. Um, and I've come to the conclusion from that clip that I first have to live with myself to a point where I understand myself at least more. You can never truly understand yourself, or anyone else for that matter. You can never know your whole self. You can never love your whole self. You can accept yourself, but it's way easier said than done. Um, and yeah, basically just that. And I don't know, it's just been very hard to think of that whole thing. But I wanted to share this because at the end of the day, I guess I was completely wrong with my previous assessments of just chasing what will make you happy. What will make you happy, actually, no, I retract the whole previous statement. You should still try and do the things that make you happy. But there's a step before that, which is try to be able to live with yourself. Try and not be happy with yourself. But happy is still very far from being just that achievable. But you still have to, when you go to bed at night, you have to be like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm chill or some, I don't know. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with it as I go. I try to not have any notes on my phone and stuff, but I written down that answer from John, but I still didn't need to look it up. It's been in my head that whole time. Um, yeah, so fun. I don't know if there's that much to talk about other than that. I just think that I have to say it that you have. I mean, everyone says it anyways. I don't know why it's so mind-boggling to me that you have to accept yourself and like yourself, accept whatever, But it's been hitting me a lot. It's not something new. It's not a new idea. Everyone fucking knows it by this point. But I don't know. I think that everyone just doesn't hear it enough, even when it's the first thing everyone says. For example, I get out of situationships and people always are like, I think you just need to, lay low, you know, be with yourself, be able to stay alone and stuff. What I usually say is I've been fucking bored of my mind from staying, alone for many years. And I think I've accepted myself for who I am and what I like, and et cetera, et cetera. But now that I'm thinking about it as I'm speaking, because again, I don't have a clear plan when I'm recording this, an idea popped into my head that can you even accept yourself? I think that's something that comes with growing. And another thing I was thinking earlier about, that's not correct grammar, but anyways, I was thinking about how, like, talking about things like to a therapist or trying to be prepared for what the future is going to bring and how you should react to it, I think that's complete bullshit, and that you cannot be ready for it for a hypothetical scenario and stuff. Because the only way you grow and you learn from something is if you have it happen to you. It's some scientists had said that. They were like, tell me something and I forget it. Show me something and I remember it. I don't know. It's some bullshit. Scientists are nerds, okay? Like, their words don't matter as much. Jesus. They are nerds. I could never be that. Yeah. In general, I think that now, as I'm recording this, I kind of realize that you just cannot be ready. You just have to understand you're young. For my example, I have to understand that I'm young and that these things happen. Obviously, life is a journey of search. You're searching for what you want to be, what you like, what your goals are, your everything. It's like the Odyssey, not Nolan's Odyssey. That shit sucks. The actual Odyssey. I'm not even gonna get into that whole thing. It's a disgrace. But yeah, life's an Odyssey. You're Odysseus. I don't want to hear his other Roman name because they were dumbasses that could use Greek names. Yeah. Life is an Odyssey, and you have to cross every bridge when you get to it. You can't build like another bridge to get over that bridge and then another bridge and another bridge and just get over all of them. You cannot be prepared. You can't accept yourself and learn who you are early in life. It doesn't come to you like that. Those are current thoughts. Maybe in the next episode I'll have a whole other opinion on it. But for me right now, it makes completely sense. You cannot be prepared. You just have to live life, have things happen to you, which they will, that make you grow, and you learn more about yourself, which makes you accept who you are. It won't happen otherwise. Yeah, I think that's it. In this whole video, I've been looking at this hot stud the whole time. I'm keeping that in. Yeah, if you look at my eyes in the whole video, I'm looking like this because I can see him on my screen. Where was I? He's so mesmerizing. Yeah, that was it. Took us a bit of a hiatus because it was just a difficult time, and I want to talk about many things. I want to talk about books. I want to talk about films, music. I don't want to get into because I hear a lot of bullshit that I can't deal with. But music and books I want to talk about because I've had some thoughts, but if I'm gonna talk about them, I want to write them down so it makes more sense. Because as you saw here, my opinion changed in the duration of the video. Hum. Any closing thoughts other than that? Like, subscribe. Don't fucking hell. I can't believe I said that. I don't mean it, by the way. Love yourself. That was the whole point of the video. I can't even say that. Peace and love. That's a general statement that I like. Peace and love. Yeah. That's about it. I'll see you in the next one, which will be